Welcome back to Knowledge is Kings, guys. I am Kings, and today we're going to be doing something a little less practical and a little more ornamental. We're going to be making love. The shelf. A love shelf is what we're going to be making. It's very simple, very fast project. Let's get to it.
Okay, so to do this project, you're going to need two 8-foot boards, and I'm using 2x4s. Out of the first board, you're going to cut one at 27 inches and 4 at 13.5 inches. Now, 2 of the 13.5 inch boards need to be the exact same length. So I stacked one on top of the other, making the ends flush, and cut them at the same time to guarantee that they're the same length. Then I marked my ends of those so I know that these are the two that are the same length, so I don't get them confused with the other 13.5 inch boards that if they're a little off, it won't make a difference. Then the last cut you're going to make out of the first board is going to be 1 at 6 1/4. Then you're going to take the next 8-foot board and you're going to cut 2 at 15 inches, 2 at 15.5 inches, and 1 at 19 inches. Now, both of the 15.5 inch pieces that you're cutting out of this board need to have a 30-degree angle cut on both ends. And you're going to measure 15.5 degrees from the long point of one angle to the short point of the other angle. So when you're done cutting, your cuts should be parallel to each other, with the measurement on one side being 15.5. And you will know you have done it right as if the measurement on the other side also measures 15.5. Okay, so once you have all the pieces cut, you're going to start laying them out on the table. And I'm going to read the lengths in the order that I'm putting them down on the table. 13.5, 15, 6 1/4, 19, 15.5, 15.5, 15, 13.5, 13.5, 27, and 13.5. So if you put those in the order that I just laid them on the table, this is what you'll end up with, and this is what we're going for. The next thing we want to do is pre-drill the holes and screw them in with 2.5 inch screws. Now, I'm not using a countersink bit here. The screws will actually pull themselves in right flush with the wood, and you don't want to overdo it and sink them all the way in. You just want them to be right flush with the surface. Now, when you get to the V's of the love, you want to angle your screws going parallel with the V section of the wood. As I got to the top, I started screwing them together in a different order because it would be hard to get to the bottom of the O on the left side of the V. So I screwed those together first before I screwed it to the V's. Alright, so once we have it all screwed together, the next thing we want to do is finish it. And I am going to spray on some stained polyurethane, and this color that I'm spraying on is actually called pecan. It won't really change this wood too much. It also has polyurethane right in it, so it's a one-step, one-spray deal. And you're going to want to let this set up, and then you're going to want to turn it over once the polyurethane has dried and spray the other side.
Alright, so we got that one all stained up, and I brought it inside. One thing I didn't do on this one that I did do on the prototype was I glued everywhere where a board met. And I tried it on this one to see how that would work not gluing it. And it's definitely not as sturdy as that one, so I'd probably recommend gluing it. But this is all ready now to put some pictures on here or some candles or whatever you want to put on here. And don't forget, you can even scale this down, make something very small that you can put on a desk. It doesn't have to be made out of 2x4s. You could also make it even a little bit wider and use 2x6s, or even bigger if you wanted to be able to put books onto it. Just make this your own. Other than that, this is a simple project. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned next week when we'll do another woodworking project. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and feel free to check out some of my other woodworking projects I've already done. I will see you in the next video. And check out some of my other check it out. That's all, folks.
Oh, I like that.